Puedo, puedes, puede, podemos, podéis, pueden. Today we're going to talk about the forms of the verb poder in Spanish and also some other uses of poder. The verb poder is to be able to do something. It's like can in English. In English, we do some very irregular things with our modal verbs, but in Spanish, it's just a regular verb, poder, to be able. Maybe not a regular verb, but it's a normal verb. We're going to talk about how to conjugate it and also some other uses of the word poder. So let's get to it. First off, I'm Daniel. This is Learn Spanish with Daniel. You can like this video, subscribe to the channel, listen to my podcast, Spain to go, etc. I've got a lot of Spain-related stuff. You could go to expatmadrid.com and read some articles about Spain, etc. Thank you very much for being here. So the first thing, poder, is power as a noun. We'll talk about poder as a verb in a moment, but poder, the noun, power. I got a couple of examples of sentences. La Iglesia Católica tenía mucho poder en España. The Catholic Church had a lot of power in Spain. It may still have some power in Spain. It definitely has some, but when we're talking about Spanish history, they always talk about the power of the Catholic Church. La Iglesia Católica tenía mucho poder en España. We also have poder to mean like personal power or ability. Tienes el poder de cambiar tu vida. You have the power to change your life. Tienes el poder de cambiar tu vida. If we're talking about electrical power, we probably call it la luz, which is just the light, literally. So I wouldn't say that the power is out. I would say se fue la luz. The light has gone. Se fue la luz. You know, if there's a problem with the electrical grid, se fue la luz. That makes pretty good sense in Spanish. Anyway, from poder, we also have the adjective poderoso or poderosa. Remember that our adjectives in Spanish are masculine or feminine. My example here, Isabel Díaz Ayuso es una mujer muy poderosa. Isabel Diaz Ayuso is a very powerful woman. She is the president of the Madrid community, the city of Madrid plus surrounding cities and towns. It's a powerful position in Spain. She's rather controversial, but we could just say, without exaggeration, Isabel Díaz Ayuso es una mujer muy poderosa. That's because she's singular and female. If she were plural and masculine, we would use poderosos. It's a topic. I'll put a link somewhere around here to the gender and number of adjectives in Spanish. The verb poder has its forms in present and in past and in everything else in Spanish. Let's just talk about some present, and I'll do one subjunctive in a moment also. So last week we were talking about soñar, and I told you it was a stem-changing verb. Poder is a stem-changing verb in the same way. Several of the conjugations, the O changes to UE. So poder is the infinitive. The first person, singular, is puedo. Poder, puedo. So the conjugation, the full conjugation, yo puedo, tú puedes, él puede, ella puede, nosotros podemos, vosotros podéis, ellos pueden. So that is the conjugation. You can see that four of the conjugations have the stem changing. It's exactly like soñar, the O to the UE stem changing thing. Other than that, it's regular. The endings are regular and all of that. No problem. Just the stem changes. If you don't know Spanish, but for some reason pay attention to Spanish politics, you probably know that Podemos is a political party, or it is still a political party. It was the sort of far left party that formed during the economic crisis, 2008 to 2014. It was a long crisis out here. Podemos is the party They since, splintered into several other parties, but Podemos still exists. The other forms. No puedo ir a la fiesta. I can't go to the party. No puedo ir a la fiesta. If you just learn no puedo, that's I can't. That's a thing that you will use from time to time. No puedo. No puedo ir a la fiesta. After the verb poder, if we're using another verb, we use it in infinitive. So no puedo ir. Ir is the infinitive of to go. No puedo ir a la fiesta. Puedes ayudarme would be you. Tú puedes ayudarme, but usually we don't use the pronoun. We just understand puedes is you. Puedes ayudarme. Another version of that is like a little bit more advanced. Puedes echarme una mano. Can you lend me a hand is what that would probably be. Puedes echarme una mano. So that's puedes. That's the, second person singular. We have él puede hablar chino mandarín. He can speak Mandarin Chinese. Él puede hablar chino mandarín. Languages in Spanish are in lowercase letters. So chino mandarín is all lowercase. After that we have ella no puede soportar a su jefe. Poder soportar a alguien is to be able to stand someone. If you say no puede soportar a alguien, it's I can't stand that person. So ella no puede soportar a su jefe. She cannot stand her boss. Soportar a, the a because it's a person. That is called the personal a in Spanish. If we wanted to say something like ella no puede soportar el frío, in that case there's no a because el frío is just a thing that she can't stand. She can't stand the cold. Ella no puede soportar el frío. Podemos vernos mañana si quieres. We can see each other tomorrow if you want. Podemos vernos mañana si quieres. All of these sentences have poder plus a verb after them because, you have to be able to do something else. We don't usually just use, poder without anything, except if we're saying si puedo or no puedo. In that case, we understand what we're talking about previously. So, podemos vernos mañana si quieres. Ver is to see, and vernos is see each other. The nos is reciprocal. Next example. La catedral es muy bonita si podéis ir a verla. The cathedral is very pretty if you can go see it. La catedral es muy bonita si podéis ir a verla. This sentence sounds a bit strange in English translated directly, but in Spanish, normal thing. Somebody's recommending you visit a place. Actually, what I have written down here, la catedral es muy bonita si podéis ir a visitarla. So you can use ver or visitar for this sort of thing. Visitar is to visit and ver is see. They both work, no problem. The la goes at the end because it refers back to the cathedral, which is feminine and singular. If we were talking in plural or something, tengo dos primas en Texas y voy a visitarlas. I have two cousins in Texas, female cousins in Texas, and I'm going to visit them. Tengo dos primas en Texas y voy a visitarlas. I'm sure there are grammatical rules behind all of these things. I don't really know what they are because I haven't studied them since high school, and, that's just how people say it. So I'm sure at some point we'll get to that, but for now, visitarla, visitarlas, visitarlo, visitarlos. Just putting something at the end of the infinitive verb to refer back to the thing we are visiting, let's say. Final example before we get to the subjunctive use of poder. Tomás y María no pueden asistir a la reunión. Thomas and Maria cannot attend the meeting. Asistir looks like it should be assist, but it's not. It is attend. Tomás y María no pueden asistir a la reunión. Thomas and Maria cannot attend the meeting. So, not much to talk about there. Tomás y María are ellos. It's, two people. A lot of times we just use the pronouns, but if we're using actual names of people, The conjugation is the same. It's Tomás y María is two people, so it's they. It's ellos. The word reunión is another false friend. It's not like a reunion, like a family reunion. It's a meeting. It's, people getting together still, but it's a reunión, a meeting. The final thing today, cuando puedas. Cuando puedas is a polite expression. You might use it if you go to a bar or a restaurant and, you see the waiter is busy. So you say la cuenta, cuando puedas. The check, when you can. Cuando puedas is subjunctive. The implication is, I don't know when you will be able to bring us the check, but la cuenta cuando puedas, the check, whenever you can. It's sort of like, because it's unknown when this will be, you use cuando puedas. If you said cuando puedes, oh no, it's just not correct to say that. So cuando puedas, la cuenta, cuando puedas. Un vaso de agua, cuando puedas. You use this when you're asking, somebody politely to do something when they can, not necessarily right now, because you can see that they're busy. The subjunctive is a big topic. It's kind of they call it the subjunctive mood if you're into, grammar stuff, but we use it a lot for, sort of unknown things or emotions, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. We'll talk about it another time. It's it's a whole lesson and probably more than one, probably several. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Also, you could go to expatmadrid.com/donate and donate something to this channel. Donate anywhere from €3 on up to however much you want. It helps me to spend more time on this. I have a lot of things that I do, a lot of projects, and I do this for free. I don't really have anything to sell you, but if you would like to donate, I would appreciate that very much. Hope you're well wherever you are in the world. See you next time. Bye.